All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. Praise God, it's a beautiful sunny day. The sun is chirping, the birds are shining, the roosters are crowing. That's Vince is ready for some chickens drinking water. Blanco Emmy, you joined Patreon and didn't get access. Reach out to me either on Patreon or in Discord, and we will get that settled for you. Guys, as usual, if we can get this video up to 750 likes, I will absolutely be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin during the stream. It's going to be a little bit different of a stream today, y'all. A little bit different of a stream today because, I am going to be going through just some strategy and stuff. And then the actual TA, I will be shifting into the VIP stream that I do once a week, and we'll go over my levels and stuff in there. So this is going to be a bit different of a stream, but we're still going to go over the market analysis and what I think is going to happen. Shout out to Time for Agorism. And yeah, so as usual, guys, while we're waiting for some people to get into here, no, I shouldn't say as usual, I should say as unusual. As unusual, there has been a change around these parts where I am now showing myself, showing my face, down here in the TA dungeon, right, where we make those gains financially and, muscularly, if that makes sense, right? This is going to be now moving forward, no more privacy, right? You guys have been asking to see my face for a long time. Here I am. Okay, all right. So people are asking how to get into the VIP stream. The way to do that is to become a Patreon, patreon.com/Jason Casper. And here's the other thing, guys. We still have the 80% discount on the course going. It is going to be for a limited time. And let me just, hang on. Let me copy that and put it right into the chat here. Boom. All right, guys. So let's get into this. Let's get into this video here. So this is my Bitcoin chart right now. I'm currently in a short position. Last night. Let me turn off some of this stuff here. Last night, I posted a short video on my YouTube channel, and I kind of want to go over that today because I've been getting a lot of questions lately. People asking me, and if you already know this, then I'm sorry. But people are asking me, number one, Jay, how do you long and short at the same time? Number two, how do you lock in profit? People are like, I don't get it. What do you mean by you locked in profit? So I kind of want to go through that today because one of the most, I should say for me personally, one of the most important things that I do to ensure that I'm a profitable trader is locking in profit. And basically what locking in profit does is it's going to ensure that you always exit the trade with more money in your account than you entered that trade with. So if we come over to my YouTube channel here, last night I posted this video. Let's see if I can refresh it right here. So I'm going to play it. Talking about, and then I'm going to go into it in a little bit more detail here.
Longing and shorting at the same time is very powerful. It can allow you to become a very profitable trader. As you can see, I'm currently in this short position from 40.6K, up about 156%. But in the backdrop of this short, I'm also in a long position of 250%. If we zoom out, we can see both of the positions at the same time. What I've done is I put myself in a very advantageous situation where regardless of whether or not Bitcoin pumps or dumps, I will be making money because both of these trades have hit take profits and I've moved the stop loss into profit. It's a guaranteed win for me regardless of what happens. I recommend everybody have multiple.
All right, so yeah, that's basically it, y'all. That's basically it. Longing and shorting at the same time. Locking in profit to ensure that you are winning the trade. So what do I mean when I say locking in profit? Because I know there's a lot of new people here, so I just want to make sure everybody's familiar with the terms. So if I'm in a long position from down here, which I currently am, right? Let me put my long on here. Boom. And I'm still in the long while simultaneously I'm in this short trade, right? They're happening at the same time. So you can see if price goes up, this trade that's open right here will continue to make profit. If price dumps, this trade right here will continue to make profit. But people say, well, I don't get it. If you're making money with this short, aren't you losing money with this long? Well, that's where locking in profit comes into place. So if you place an order, let's say if you're using the Bybit exchange, and by the way, if somebody doesn't have a Bybit account or they need another account, I do have an affiliate link, y'all. You can get the same old stuff. The same old stuff that every other YouTuber will promise you. $1,600 if you deposit up to 2 Bitcoin. Like most people have an extra 2 Bitcoin to trade with, but you can get a couple $100 if you deposit a smaller amount of Bitcoin. You can use my affiliate link if you want to support the channel, and if not, well, that's fine with me as well. But when you enter a position, right, you are going to set your first take profit level. Now, I like to set my first take profit levels at previous areas of support and resistance. So if we zoom out here on the chart, we can see that we do have an area of resistance right here, right? If we just put a horizontal line right here, we can see this was an area of resistance. And so take profit 1 for this long would be right up here at this resistance. You can see we hit it and we blast right through. But what you're going to do is you're going to close a portion of your trade right here, okay? If you're doing inverse perpetual contracts where you are earning the cryptocurrency, right? If you're doing BTC USD on Bybit, where you are earning your profit in Bitcoin, what you're going to do if you're long is you're going to set a short limit order at your take profit level. If you're doing USDT perpetual contracts where you're earning the tether as your profit, then what you're going to do is you're going to click on the close tab and you're going to set a limit close order at your first take profit and take maybe 25 to 30% out of that trade. And then what you do is you move your stop loss either into the entry, so that worst case scenario, right, you got some profit and then get stopped out at break even, but it's more than break even. It's in profit because you already took a position out of the trade in profit. Or you could move that stop loss up a little bit higher, maybe in between your entry and take profit 1, so that if you get stopped out, you have more of a buffer and you'll make more money. And so now this long position that I'm currently in, does have a stop loss right now above my entry. So I've taken profit out here. I've taken some more profit out up here in this region up here because of the resistance areas. And so worst case scenario now, this trade is a winning trade. So if the price dumps from here, this winning trade will get stopped out in profit, meaning I am going to have more money in my account now than when I started. And the same goes with the short trade. All right, y'all? The same goes with the short trade. For the short trade, if I am going to open it up here where I did, pretty much right around the top, that was actually a pretty good entry, right at 42,600. This was my take profit 1 right here. I took it out at 41.96%. That was my take profit 1, where I moved my stop loss to the entry. But I'm still letting that thing ride. And as we can see in this video here, last night, that was the long position. Last night, that short position was in 156% profit. This morning, it's in 200% profit. So I'm still, making money as price comes down. I've took profit 1. I've moved my stop loss now somewhere around here. So basically, I've ensured, I put myself in a very advantageous situation where, I could go to sleep and rest easy, hang out with the kids, go for a walk in the park, hang out with my beautiful wife. Shout out to Big Butts 28. Because, if price pumps, if price dumps, then I will be in a winning trade regardless. And here's another thing, guys, and this is why it's so important to have multiple accounts. I have about 4 Bybit accounts. When I say about, it's because I have 4 serious accounts and I have 1 gambling account, all right? Full disclosure, I have an account where I just recklessly over leverage, right? Okay, not recommended. This is not financial advice, guys, not at all. But here's the thing. If I have 1 account, let's say I'm trading, USDT perpetual contracts from 1 account. I have a long and a short open at the same time. if I want to enter another long position right now, which I'm looking for, currently I'm looking for another long position. I'm looking for a long from somewhere down in this general zone right here. It's something I was posting about in my Discord this morning. I cannot enter another long from my account if I'm already long here for that pair. So that's why I have multiple Bybit accounts. And that's how you are going to long short at the same time. If you're using Binance, I think you really need to have two accounts for Binance because they have hedge mode on Binance, but I don't think, I'm not really sure, guys, because I don't really use Binance anymore. But I think their hedge mode doesn't allow you to long short at the same time. So this is how you're going to lock in profits and ensure a guaranteed trade. And here's the thing. If you can learn how to do this and you use good risk management as well, you can really become very profitable trading. It doesn't mean the gains are going to be astronomical here, because think about it. When I'm locking in profit, I'm sacrificing some of my potential gains. If I just kept the whole trade open from take profit 1, you could see I could have taken 75% of my profit up at this high, right? I could have made a lot more money by not following this strategy. And same with the short position, right? I took profit out when it was 40% in profit, but now it's 200% in profit. I'm leaving potential gains on the table here. But what I am doing is I'm making sure that I'm not going to lose money. And to me, that's one of the most important things about trading, is not losing money. If you can ensure that you're not going to lose money and that over time you're slowly gaining money, then you are putting yourself in an advantageous situation. And along with this comes good risk management. If both of these trades that I've opened are only risking 1% of my total trading capital, even if they both get stopped out in a loss, it's not going to affect me, as opposed to somebody who puts 100% of their capital onto a trade, 10x leverage, 20x leverage, and takes a loss. For this short trade, well, my real stop loss was very, very tight for that. But let's say I did have a 2% stop loss. If I was 10x leveraging my whole account, I would have lost 20% of my whole account on this one trade. But if I was using good risk management and I put 50% of my trading capital onto this short as to only risk 1%, getting stopped out would not affect the long term. And trading is all about the long term. So let me pop into the chat real quick. And, let me see if there's any questions about this. And then I'm going to go over basically, some TA for Bitcoin, Ethereum. And then I'm going to have to head out of here to the live stream, the VIP stream, guys. By the way, the VIP Discord, patreon.com/Jason Casper. There's a link in the description. People said, I didn't know Jason looked so hardcore. I was in a metalcore band, guys, so I'm pretty hardcore. Yep, Crypto Go 057 says Warren Buffett's #1 rule, don't lose money. Number 2, observe rule number 1. That's 100% true. That's 100% true. And guys, by the way, if you want to learn this stuff, if you want to learn how to find these trade positions, right? How to find these good entries using Market Cipher, using technical analysis, check out jasoncaspertrading.com, because this course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. Because the goal of this is not just to teach you technical analysis, which I do go through the TA, how to find the levels, how to use Fibonacci, moving averages, how to enter a trade, stop losses, how to use Market Cipher to find the divergences and all this, and the different strategies, how to create your strategy. But mindset and risk management is a big part of it. So this will give you the total package, so that even if you're not the best trader in the world, okay? I go through in the course how it's actually possible to lose 7 out of 10 trades and still be profitable because you're using good risk management. You could be a horrible trader, okay? Now, the goal of the course is to make sure that you're not a horrible trader. But you could be a horrible trader. And if you're utilizing good risk management, you could still be profitable over time, y'all. Because think about it. A trade, technically, essentially, you're flipping a coin. Price can either go up or down, right? I know a lot of people say, if I long, the price drops. If I short, the price pumps. But, you're basically flipping a coin, right? Heads or tails, up or down. So if you have your risk management on lock, you can really do well. And so there's an $80 discount for this course in the description. and I will once again drop it in here. And let me see here. Yeah. In honor of a really nice trade I made this discount, and there's still a few slots left. It can only be used a certain number of times, guys, this coupon. All right, so let's see. Okay, yes, so any people are asking about the divergences right now. Let's take a look at the divergences right now on the chart, because there are some divergences forming on the chart right now. Let us zoom in. Let me remove these positions right here, and this, and let's go to the 15-minute time frame. I prefer the 12-minute. All right, let's take a look at these divergences that are forming right here. We can see that there are bullish divergences forming on the chart right now, guys. And basically, if somebody's unfamiliar with what a bullish divergence is when price is making a lower low, and the market cipher is making higher lows. And there's multiple things we can look at on market cipher other than just the momentum waves, but for simplicity's sake, we're going to talk about the momentum waves. Okay, the momentum waves, y'all, are very important. And what this means is the price of Bitcoin is dropping, yet momentum is coming up, and it usually means we're going to get a move to the upside. We can see that we actually did get some kind of a move to the upside right here from this bullish divergence. In fact, if we just take a look, we had a bullish divergence. Did we have one right here? No, didn't have one there. We had one right here. We had one right here as well, and we did get that pump up. And then we're having one right here, and we did get a little pump up as well. Here's my rule for trading on. Well, also another thing to point out, guys, is the fact that we did get a hidden bullish divergence on the 2-hour right here. Okay, we got a hidden bullish divergence on the 2-hour. And we did get a pump up from that hidden bullish divergence on the 2-hour. A hidden bullish divergence is a trend continuation pattern where price is making a higher low and momentum is making a lower low. So you could see that we did get a hidden bullish divergence on the 2-hour, which did result in a nice move to the upside here of about, almost 3%. Now what's potentially happening is this, and we need to keep this in the back of our minds as we're analyzing the chart. Money flow is crossing over to the purple. The VWAP is getting a lower, printing lower highs, and the momentum is printing lower lows. To me, that's a sign that we probably need to come down a little more. The one thing that looks super bullish to me right now on the 2-hour is the fact that we could potentially be printing a bullish divergence on the 2-hour time frame, which would give us a pump to the upside. We have the hidden divergence here, then we have the regular divergence here, where price is making a lower low and momentum is making a higher low. That could give us a move to the upside, but personally, I want to wait to see lower levels before I long there, and the reason for that is because I'm already long, and so there's no reason for me to enter into a risky trade, and I don't have any levels right here from which to long from. Like, there's certain areas I'm looking for, and let me pull out my good friend fib. If we pull our fib from the swing low there to the swing high here, we can see that, yeah, this golden pocket is an area that I am looking to long from. We just missed it, right? We didn't actually hit that thing. And so maybe we front ran it a little bit, and this is the pump. But for me, I don't want to take it unless we hit that golden pocket. That's just me, guys. Again, this is not financial advice. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know by now that this is not financial advice. If you think that this is financial advice, just remember, not only will you lose all your Bitcoins, but you're going to lose all your Ethereum, you're going to lose all your XRP, you're going to lose everything. Your house, your girlfriend's going to dump you, your boss is going to fire you. And one more thing, guys, remember, this is a picture of me, okay, in high school. All right, this is me. Remember who you're listening to. If you are taking this as financial advice, remember who it is that you're listening to. Think of this face whenever you're tempted to take something I say as financial advice, okay? Think of this, all right? This ain't no financial advice, y'all. This ain't no financial advice, right? So yeah, this could be the pump. Personally, I'm waiting for lower. And when I say pump, guys, I don't actually mean we're going to go to the moon. Because if we take a look overall at Market Cipher, we actually have two fib levels we could pull from here. What was that? It was a telemarketer. We actually have two levels that we could pull our fib from. We could pull it from down here, from this swing low here, which I already did. We could pull one from this swing low right here. And if you guys notice this, and I think this is also significant, we're currently trading in between these two fib levels. So I do have a, if we come above this second one right here, then potentially I would actually look to long, because then you could say we bounced off this golden pocket right here. But again, guys, if y'all want to learn Fibonacci, check out jasoncaspertrading.com, because the fib is one of my favorite things to do, y'all. I love pulling out my fib. People know me. I'll be out in Walmart, right, and I'll just pull out that fib. I'll pull it out. I got it right here. This is my fib when I'm out in the store, right? Because I open up my trading view, right? Open that thing up. And what do you know? You could clearly see that I've got the fib. Well, actually, hang on. I don't have the fib. What happened? My fib must have gotten away from me. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the fib. There we go, guys. The fib. Just pull it out in public. People are going to give you weird faces. They're like, why is he pulling out the fib? They're going to, they're going to gasp. They see you pull it out. They're like, oh, is that even legal? It is legal. As long as you have your concealed carry license, it's legal to pull out the fib in public. And on the 1 hour time frame, guys, we do clearly have a bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, it's bullish, guys. It's actually looking pretty dang bullish. I'm not going to lie. As I'm looking at my phone, sometimes you got to look at the phone to get that good TA. You know what I'm saying, yo? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let me pop him back into the chat here. Carl from the Moon. Any update on Carl from the Moon? No. Shout out to Crypto Yacht and the Clout crew up in here. Danny Bessler just fired himself because he thought this was financial advice. Shout out to Tekken. Thanks for being here, bro. Gabor, the jacked tractor rider, sitting in the gym looking at crypto charts. Yep, that's me, guys. I should make that a reaction for the Discord channel. I don't know how to do that though. You guys got to hit up one of the mods. Viral video, the teenage girls and me. Oh, that is me. That is me. When I was in marching band, guys, you had to put your hair inside that hat. Okay, and one of the only ways to do it was those pigtails. Also, back in high school, you know how it is, right? The girls, if a guy has long hair, the girl's like, oh, let me do your hair. You're like, all right, let me do it. Right? I'll let you do it, right? Because you're a girl, right? I like girls, right? So, yeah, you could touch my hair. You could touch my hair, girl. That pickup line didn't work well for me. You could touch my hair, girl. Well, it did work on my wife. So, Big Butts 28, shout out to her. Is a 4 hour bearish divergence between price action and market cipher be a strong enough indication to trade a bull trend? For example, Bitcoin 4 hour on July 26th to the 28th. Let's check it out, my friend. Let's check it out. A bearish div from the 26th to the 28th. Yeah, that is a strong enough indication. I actually took that short. I took that short trade. Where was that from? Up here? Yeah, I actually did take that short trade. Let me see if I can find that short trade. That I don't know, actually. If I still have that. I think this might have been it here. Yeah, that was it. That was it. From about 40 point. Yeah, I did short this. And the reason I shorted that was because, shout out to K-Pax. K-Pax shorted that too. And I shorted that as well. K-Pax is a good trader, a really good trader in the Discord. Thanks for being in the Discord, K-Pax. And thank you for everybody who's in the Discord, because it really adds a lot of value to the community. There's a lot of really good traders in there, in the Discord, and it's really cool to be a part of that. So yeah, absolutely, that's a strong indication in an uptrend to take a short. Just remember, you're shorting the counter trend, right? You're counter trading the trend, which is fine as long as you have your indications, right? That's totally fine. So what about right now? What's happening to Bitcoin right now? Well, we go to the weekly time frame. We can see that the VWAP is still pointing up. We've had the confirmed green dot yesterday. This week is starting out with a purple candle, but we know we have lots of time. We have lots of time to turn this into a green candle, right? Boom, let's turn this on for a second here, okay? We can see, especially if we go to the daily time frame, that we had this trend line that we knocked right into here. Right into it. And this trend line is a very important trend line where basically, you know, is currently acting as our resistance. And we also have to keep in mind the fact that we are in the top of a range, right? We're at the high, right? For months, we've been looking at these two areas here. This box of resistance, this exact box of resistance, and this exact support. And y'all know who follow me that I've been looking to short this blue box for a very long time. That's why I'm currently short right now. I've been looking to take a short from this blue box for a very long time. It's the third day now I'm in this short position. And if we just objectively look at this right now, we can notice, all right, we're at the top of a range here that we've been trading in. We're at the resistance. The Market Cipher bizzle is printing a red dizzle, which means we either need to come down or consolidate, right? It means we either need to come down or consolidate. Right now, it's hard to say if we're coming down or consolidating right here, right? This could be the beginning of a giant like bull flag before we break out of here. That absolutely could be the case. And like I've been saying for a while, you know, on the 4-hour time frame, you know, when we start to play the game of red dot, green dot with the money flow crossover on Market Cipher B, where we come up and we print a red dot and we cross under the zero line with the VWAP down here on Market Cipher B, but then the money flow crosses over and we get another green dot, that will lead to a massive pumperoonie. And just check out the daily time frame, guys, right? Check it out. Check out the daily time frame. If we take a look at the daily time frame here, let me make myself smaller, okay? If we take a look at the daily time frame, we could actually play the game of red dot, green dot right here, where we've got this red dot printed, and the money flow is then going to cross above the zero line, and we will get a red dot and then a green dot. We could get a massive pump. And if we do break out of this, this resistance right here, it is very likely, guys, that we will see 48K come up right to about this general area right up here. This is a very important area of resistance for us right up here, right around 48 to 50K. And if we come above that, guys, I believe it's very possible we could come up to 60K around that region, right around this area here. And if we come above that, all-time highs. So, but at the same time, this could just be the top of a range and we make our way back down to the bottom. And here's the thing, y'all. If we do actually reject from here and we come down, I would say, honestly, below this important level that I have marked out right here, 34.3, give or take, we're probably going to come below this support. We probably will. That's just what I'm looking for. And in the meantime, I am just marking my levels on the chart, and I'm looking to long supports and short resistance. That's how I roll, y'all. That's how I roll. So yeah, Joseph Hanna, thanks for the super chat, by the way. Shout out to Memory Man. Thanks for being here, Memory Man. Memory Man wants to know if we could come down to 32 for potential chickens drinking water trade. Well, Memory Man, it's possible. It's very possible. There's a very strong support down there at about 32K. It is the value area low of the range, right? So, yeah, that could totally happen, man. I mean, if we drop down there, you can guarantee I'll be looking for a long down there. Absolutely, I'll be looking for a long down there. Shout out to Jake Brennan, who just longed. We're heading to the moon. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Mita, I love to use Bybit. And if you need a Bybit account, I do have a link, an affiliate link, full disclosure, affiliate link. I do get commission for this. But you can get rewards for signing up to $1,600 if you deposit enough, and smaller rewards if you deposit smaller amounts. Patrick Dorr, I can add the cam in my OBS. I will try that. Shout out to Ramon in the chat, man. Good to see you back here, brother. Good to see you in the Discord too. Dennis just longed. Well, you know, I'm not going to tell you it's a bad long, right? We were getting bullish divergences. Personally, I would like to see lower before longing. That's just me. That is just me, guys. I would like to see lower. I would like to see us come down to at least that golden pocket that I had pulled on here before. And let me just... And guys, again, you know, this is not financial advice. This is just me, right? Because for me, I'm already long. So if we pump from here, I'm good, right? But I really wanted to see us come down at least to here. And I was kind of hoping to come down even lower. A little bit lower, too. And get a nice little bounce out of this region here. But, you know, if I miss it, I miss it. It's okay, I'm already long, but I'm not going to add to my long position here simply because, you know, if we come to the 2 hour, we are printing the red dot. We could come down more, and that could give us a really nice divergence of the springboard. And also, if we look at the 4 hour, you know, look at that VWAP is looking pretty dang sad, guys, and the money flow. So, yeah, personally not going to long this right now. Not right now. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it, guys. You got to have a plan. You got to stick to your plan. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Crypto Yacht is looking for 38,300. Yeah, Crypto Yacht, I'm looking for that general area as well. Am I long on ETH right now? No, I was long on ETH yesterday. That trade got stopped out in profit. Okay, Cooper has a daily and a weekly at this area. Let's check it out. Do we have a daily level here? Yeah, we do. We do have an old daily level right here, right about 39,135, give or take. Looks like we got a daily level there. And yeah, so we have a daily level. Do we have a weekly level? I mean, we do have that 39K level. So, yeah, might not be a bad place for long. Again, I want to wait for lower. I do. I do want to wait for lower. Not financial advice, guys. You know, this looks really nice, though. But I really did want to see lower. Shout out to Vaughn. Really enjoys the streams. Sure. Shout out to Benny A, who did the course, and now he's a good trader only 3 months in for real. Thanks, Benny A. Appreciate that, my good friend. My good friend. And, yeah, so CryptoFace is long. Okay, then is CryptoFace live right now? Let's check it out. No, he's not. Yeah, CryptoFace is long. I'm long too, just so everybody knows. Okay, I'm also long. I'm in a long position. You know, yesterday I did post the video showing how I'm long and short. So I don't really care if we pump up from here and I miss, let's say I miss the pump, right? Well, I'm already long, so it doesn't matter that I missed the pump. I don't want to expose myself to the risk if I'm not super confident. I don't want to long if I'm not super confident. But if you are confident and your plan is giving you what's the word? If you have a plan and a strategy, then by all means stick to it. Stick to it. Shaman 8, can you join the Patreon and pay in crypto? Yes. You just got to reach out to me in there. Shushant Kumar, how much time do I spend at the gym? How much time do I spend in the gym, guys? 3 days a week. 3 days a week. Full body workout 3 days a week. I squat, bench, and deadlift, or some variation of that 3 days a week. That's it, y'all. and do some accessory work. I'm telling you, full body 3 times a week, that's where it's at, guys. Don't believe these people who tell you, oh, have a chest day, have an arm day, have a leg day. No. No, if you get some concurrent periodization going, you got like a heavy, light, medium program, and you're changing around the lifts, right? If you do like 1 week you're doing close grip bench press, the next week you're doing wide grip, the next week you're doing incline, the next week you have chains on there. You could max out every week, or not max out, but go really heavy every week. And I'm telling you, that's the way to do it, guys. If y'all want to get jacked, right? You got to do concurrent periodization. 3 times a week, full body. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, T-bar rows. That's what's up. Crypto Yacht is hungover. Crypto Yacht, man, do some squats, man. That'll get you out of that hangover. Okay, he longed in Discord. Well, if Crypto Face longed in Discord, guys, then by all means, you know, he's a good trader. So if you want to follow him, you know, let's check it out. Yeah, okay, so he's long. He's long because of this. It looks super bullish. It absolutely does look super bullish. You know? So, you know, I'm already long, so not going to do it, guys. Going to stick to my plan. Otherwise, I get wrecked when I don't stick to my plan. CryptoFace, he's a good trader. He's a different trader than me. The real Nick Ball says that's definitely not how to do it, LOL. All right, the real Nick Balls. You do you, bro. I do not use ATR for my stop losses. Yes, Karar, I would if we break the 39.5 resistance and turn it into support, yeah, I would look to long that for sure. But Memory Man brings up a good point. Never follow anybody into a trade, right? You need to do your own analysis. And here's the thing. When it comes to like signals and stuff like that, you know, when CryptoFace longs, sometimes it will make me long if I was already thinking about entering a long, right? Sometimes I see the chart and I'm like, man, things are looking pretty dang bullish. Maybe I should long. I don't know. And then CryptoFace says, I'm going long. All right, cool. I'll go long too, because there's another trader out there who sees bullish too, right? And CryptoFace, he's a good trader, right? So, okay, I'll take that as an added confluence. You need to take what other people say as added confluence, right? Like if I post a long in the Discord, if I say I'm long, don't just long because I'm long. Long because you are also seeing a reason to long, and now you're like, okay, other people see reasons as well. That's how you should do it. Benny A says it's at a weekly right now. Yeah. So yeah, by all means then, if that's your plan, Benny A, then go for it. Go for it. Am I natty or not? Of course I'm natty, guys. Shout out to Mita. Shout out to Crypto Yacht. Is retesting the 39666 spider line. So Crypto Yacht thinks we're going to reject off that spider line. I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, the 3-hour money flow is going into the red. Nick Anthony says if you bench 3 times a week, he'd be sore AF. Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing, though. I'll tell you. Benching 3 times a week, if you get used to that, you won't be sore. And your workload capacity will go up like crazy. It will go up like crazy, I'm telling you. You will be able to do a full body workout 3 times a week and feel like normal. That's how I do it. Shout out to Shaman 8. CryptoFace longed last night. All right, guys. Let's see here if we got any more questions, and I'm gonna have to head out because I'm gonna go in about 20 minutes on the VIP stream and go over my macro plan. My macro plan for the week, as well as for today. And yeah, maybe I will do a video about my workouts, guys. If you want that, I'll have to start some kind of channel. There, welcome, my bro, part of the Clout crew. I already have my long johns on, so I didn't enter or add any more right here. If we pump from here, I'm just gonna keep letting it ride. But I know a lot of people longed here. Shout out to Memory Man. You know, we came down to a weekly level. We front ran this fib just a little bit. Personally, I want to come down a little bit lower. That's me. That's just me. Sushant, I do not use TPO, but if you're into that and you want to learn that, check out the Trade Vets. The Trade Vets on YouTube. Right here. The Trade Vets. They're all about TPO. All about it. They hate Market Cipher. They hate it. All right? Despise it, right? They despise it. They want to give you the red pill, all right? Wing Commander says CryptoFace has terrible TA. Well, I'll tell you, if CryptoFace is a very good trader, that's an undeniable fact. So it doesn't matter if his TA, what we think about his TA. I honestly trust his TA. I trust his TA. He's been talking about us coming down since we started to come down. And he makes more money in one trade than most people make in, 6 years of work. So, you can't hate on that. You cannot hate on that. I think a lot of people blindly follow him if he starts live streaming while he's already long and been long for a while, and people jump into a long right then and there. People get wrecked. But I can say I have followed CryptoFace into many trades, and they've been really good ones. Really good ones. Yeah, CryptoFace don't need TA. Yeah, CryptoFace has a different style of trading in a lot of ways. He has spider lines. He uses Market Cipher. He really understands Market Cipher. Yeah, exactly. Danny Bessler, following people's trades is like following someone walking through a red light without looking. I'm not spot trading Black Yab. Nope. Unusual. What's my weight, height? Okay, so my weight is I'm currently about 200 pounds right now. I'm a little bit chunkier than I was last year. So I used to be like 195. That's all right. And I am 6'2", and I can squat. I don't know. I don't try to max out on squat. I don't go any higher than 455. My max deadlift right now is 585, and my max bench right now is 330. So, not the best, guys. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. I'm not in whale crew. Spot trading, Joseph Archer, is different than margin trading in the sense that if you're spot trading, you're actually holding that asset. So if I'm spot trading Bitcoin, I'm going to, for example's sake, I'll go to Coinbase.com, buy some Bitcoin at 30 grand, sell that Bitcoin at 40 grand, and take the profit. That's spot trading. You're actually holding the asset Bitcoin. Margin trading is where you're not actually holding that asset, but you're buying a contract and putting your capital up as collateral. And you're saying, with margin trading, I'm going to put my Bitcoin up as collateral, and I'm going to buy this contract. And this contract, in the contract, it says, if the price of Bitcoin goes up, then you will get X amount of profit. Or if you're shorting, the contract will say, if the price of Bitcoin goes down, you get X amount of profit. But you are not holding the physical Bitcoin when you're margin trading. That's why you can get liquidated. You can never get liquidated spot trading, because if Bitcoin goes down to, let's say, negative $2,500, you still have your Bitcoin that's worth negative $2,500. If Bitcoin goes down to $7, you still are holding that Bitcoin. But if you're margin trading, you're putting your capital up as collateral. So if you're longing and price goes down a certain amount, the exchange will just take your collateral so that the exchange doesn't take a loss and then you lose everything. You don't have the asset. That's the difference between margin trading and spot trading. Yep, Black, yeah, margin is betting using coins as collateral. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm going to have to cut this stream. But before I go, everybody should like the video. Because one of these days we are going to get 750 likes, and I am going to do a Bitcoin giveaway, 0.025 Bitcoin giveaway. And yeah, you know, call your mom, tell her to come like the stream, guys. And before I do go, receive this blessing in the Hebrew language. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel, which means in English, may the Lord bless you, may the Lord protect you and guard you, may the Lord shine His light upon you, may the Lord have grace upon you, may the Lord lift up His face upon you and give you completeness in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. I do pray that the Lord would reveal Himself to each one of you in a very personal way. And one more thing. If anybody is a believer out there in the Messiah, you know, there's a scripture I was reading this morning, Matthew chapter 13, talking about the parable of the sower. And I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with that, especially if you are a believer. And, you know, it really made me think about my life, because a lot of times when we read that scripture, we think to ourselves, well, if anybody doesn't know the story, basically there's a sower who went out to sow seed. Some of the seed fell on the road and it never sprouted. Some of the seed fell in shallow soil and it grew up, but then it got scorched by the sun and died. Some of the seed was sown around thorns, and when the seed came up, the thorns choked out the plant and it became unfruitful. And then the last seeds got sown into good soil and they grew and produced much fruit. Speaking about the kingdom of God. And, you know, the seed sown among the thorns, Jesus says, is those believers who, when they hear the news of the kingdom of God, they accept it and they receive it. But the thorns are the cares and the worries of this world and the deceitfulness of riches, which can choke out the word and make it unfruitful. And it's so easy for me to get sidetracked from what's really important in life, which is putting the Lord first. And honestly, in this trading game, can be very easy to let the things that you have to do, the cares of the world, just everyday life, your job, trading, looking at charts, the deceitfulness of thinking if I can make enough money, then things will be okay. That can choke out the word of God and make it unfruitful in your life. And so I have to check myself to ensure that I am putting the Lord first, because I know that everything I have is from Him. And if I have things in the proper order in my life, then not only will I have more joy and peace, but things will actually go better for me. So with that, I'm going to end the stream, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.